What's going up, everybody? Well, hopefully soon things will go up, but right now there's big money sitting on the sidelines as everyone's out enjoying their Christmas holiday. The big money is on the sidelines, and I wouldn't be surprised. There's two things that I wouldn't be surprised about. Number one, I wouldn't be surprised to see a Christmas surprise of a green Christmas. But then I wouldn't be surprised to see the market just continue to stay calm and do nothing until after New Year's, really. So January 3rd to 5th would be a time when I would expect some more runs to happen while things kind of calm down here, which people consider this a healthy time for the market overall. When things stabilize like this, it's usually considered healthy. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the news from around the cryptocurrency world. So Israel is considering a national cryptocurrency. Russia, Dubai, Israel are the three countries, and there's others out there considering a national currency based on the blockchain technology. A lot of people in the cryptocurrency space don't like this because that means centralized cryptocurrency, kind of like what we already have with central banking. So this would be advantageous to governments, but not advantageous to decentralization. Just putting it out there, and so you guys know what that means when you hear governments trying to step in and create their own national currency based on encryption, basically. So you have coin markets are broken, you have outdated technology, bad actors, what can be done. There's talking about a need for a more efficient way to do business or do blockchain, and the markets and look to Wall Street for historical reference as far as correcting the problems that are in crypto markets. So the same thing that's made the crypto markets so volatile and so dangerous, I guess you could say, is the fact that so there's a big gain and a big loss, and both swings can go either which way. And because of that, they're saying, well, let's stabilize it because the markets are broken. But when you stabilize it, there goes a lot of the opportunities that are potentially there for those of you who are willing to go west to go mine gold in 1849. For those of you who don't know why the San Francisco 49ers are called the San Francisco 49ers, is because in 1849 there was a gold rush when they found gold in 1847 in Sutter's Mill in California. So that's kind of what you're looking at. You had people in the East who went west, and they're called the 49ers because in 1849 the Okies from Oklahoma and everybody left their little hometowns to go mine gold up in their hills in the Sierra Nevadas. So that's kind of why we call this like the Wild West, not just because of the cowboys out there, the cowboys and Indians doing it out in the OK Corral down in Tombstone, Arizona. Okay, you guys got to get with the program here and really wake up and stop being so emotional. And that's about all I'm going to say about that. So if you're going to go west and go mine gold, you better realize it's going to be it's the Wild West. And if you're not ready for the cold winters and the hot summers and the bears and the cougars that are lurking out in the jungle, or out in the forest, I should say. I don't know why I said jungle. But then maybe the market's not for you right now. Maybe wait till it stabilizes like Wall Street, or maybe go participate in the stock market. Because, that's what we're in. We're in a Wild West kind of environment. And in the Wild West, there's not as much regulation. There's not as many sheriffs on the streets, Sure, you can find Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp every once in a while, but for the most part, you're out here fending for yourself. And that's the Wild West of cryptocurrency. So here's another one. Verge. Will Verge be the Bitcoin destroyer? A lot of people are getting stoked on this Verge coin. Verge is really moving up. Okay, if we look here, you can see it's in the top 20 now. And even though we have a market cap just over $500 million, it's still not low. I mean, this is still up significantly over the long haul. And to see Verge in the top 20 shows that Verge is a very serious cryptocurrency moving forward. And here we go. So here's some information. You guys wonder why I talk about the Korean won in Japan. Well, let's be real, guys, because why turn a blind eye to the truth? It came from the East, how Asia bolstered cryptocurrencies in 2017. There's big money pouring in here from Japan, South Korea, Singapore. And if you guys don't know about this, then you need to get with the program. And yeah, I'm being tough on you guys because I see a lot of whining on Twitter, and I see a lot of whining on Instagram, and I see a lot of whining on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure if I see it, you guys see it also. So, but then again, there's a whole grip load of you guys who are basically evangelizing to these newbies to hold tight. And so I'm going to ask a lot of you veterans out there that have been doing this for a while to keep those newbies that are complaining in check so that they don't do anything stupid like sell their positions. Even though they're newbies and they're whining doesn't mean that we don't take care of them. We just got to take extra care to make sure they understand they don't panic sell. Okay, so I keep bringing this up because I'm definitely seeing it in the comments all over the internet right now. Okay, so you got China. China's got big money. The renminbi. That's a currency that's basically that's the Chinese currency. But if you know anything about China and the U.S. dollar, one of the reasons China's always had so much power is because, or so much manufacturing power, is because they keep the renminbi valuation low so that they can trade strong against the dollar. So if they just had a bunch of Bitcoin being people in their country creating Bitcoin and creating a bunch of value for themselves, that would throw off their economy. So they can't just let a bunch of people in China get really wealthy off Bitcoin because they keep their currency low for a reason so that they can continue to manufacture and sell things globally. That's why there's a big issue about keeping their currency artificially low, and they call it currency manipulation. So anyways, guys, I'm just putting that out there. If you want to learn more about that, you can go into take a look at how China keeps their currency low to trade strong in a forex market kind of dynamic. But anyways, so Hong Kong, that's like an extension of China. South Korea, these guys are power players. Singapore, this is another extension of China essentially, because in both these places, Singapore and Hong Kong are both islands that they speak Mandarin. That's like their main language, Mandarin Chinese. And there's a lot of big money in most of these countries. Most of the big money around Asia, whether it be Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Hong Kong, a lot of it is Chinese run. Taiwan, you could even say, is an extension of China also, although they are independent. So if you do the history on either of those places, you'll find out about Chiang Kai-shek and Taiwan. You'll find out about the history in Singapore, the history of Hong Kong, and it'll start to make a lot more sense as to how these major markets play a factor in inclusion with China. So, all right, guys. So moving forward here, we got Verge. If you know it, if you guys have been following this channel, back on December 12th, we made this video about Verge. Verge was trading at under 1 penny. And we talked about this here.
You can try, you can buy in then. That's the safest time.
All right, so we were talking about Verge back then. We caught on. I can't remember if John McAfee had tweeted about it after we had done it or if it was before. But I do know that we as a community were getting into Verge big time back on December 12th before it went up to what it was at under a penny now there, and it's been as high as 27 cents. Let's take a look here. It's at 23 cents now. So to those of us who got into Verge after this video here, 18 people downliked it. So those are the unique people that I'm talking about. You guys would be seeing 23 times gains. Now, if you're concerned, if you're not willing to go into the Wild West and you bought, and you're going to complain if something were to happen either which way. If it goes way up, you guys are going to be happy. If it goes way down, you guys are going to be pouting. So if you're not emotionally ready for either which way, then you should sell here and take your 24 times gains. And I'm saying that because when you guys get 10 times gains and then you see the market peel back, take your 10 times gains, because if you're not ready to accept the adverse of that, then you should just take your gains when you see it, convert it straight into fiat, because you're day trading, you're not investing. And if you are day trading, you're making big profits like that, and you've got enough, um, cryptocurrency acumen, then do your thing. We did the same thing here with Reddcoin. We were trading. We made a video on December 18th about Reddcoin being ready for a surge. Now, like I said in many of my videos, I don't bat 1,000, but we did get it right with Verge and Reddcoin when we put out our videos. And right now, or Reddcoin, I should say. Let's take a look at Reddcoin. So it's up nicely, and that is coming on the fact that John McAfee did a tweet here recently. But we did this video a while back when we were on to Reddcoin. Now John McAfee tweeted about it for his coin of the day. That's why if you guys are not on Twitter, at the very least, you can follow John McAfee, and you know that John McAfee's grown 100,000 Twitter followers in this week. So there's the reason he's growing 100,000 Twitter followers is because he's tweeting out these coins of the day. So that's why I've been telling you guys, get on Twitter, because there's a lot of cryptocurrency action on there, and I've told you guys to follow Altcoin Buzz.io, and you guys have. I mean, we've been growing big time. Look at this. I mean, our Twitter's up major also. But to those of you who are new here and you're asking, why did I just tweet out this Reddcoin, and why do I tweet out post these right here, like I did Verge when Verge was up? You guys were asking me why I'm talking about Verge and why I'm talking about Reddcoin right now. Well, it's because we made these videos. That's why. So if you're new to our community, you know that when I'm tweeting these, it's because we've talked about them in previous videos, and when they go up, it's to share with the people who've been following this channel, who also took out positions on their own free will, not because anyone told them to. So if you guys do something, it's on your own free will. Me, Jeff, I'm not sitting here telling you guys to do anything that you don't want to do. I am sharing with you guys information and news, okay? I do not force you guys to watch these videos, and you guys need to understand that no one forces you to do anything. That's your own free will. If you took out a position on Reddcoin, that's because you chose to do it, not because I told you to do it. Meaning that if you make a lot of money, you don't owe me anything. And if you lose your money, I don't owe you anything, okay? So that's the point that I'm making. And if you're not ready to do these trades, stay out of the Wild West and let the people who are willing to go west and go mine gold in the Sutter's Mill, the 49ers, let the 49ers do it up. Because you guys have to understand, it's bang or bust, okay? You might find the gold nugget. The gold nugget might be there in them there hills. And if you find that and you take it down to the bank and you get your gold nugget, promissory note, then good on you. But yeah, we saw this with Verge, and we saw it with Reddcoin, and that's why I tweet these out, because when we have these rises like this, that's where you're seeing it. So sounds like I'm being a hard ass again, but I'm not really. All I'm doing is making sure you guys understand what you're getting yourselves into. Because if I just make everything all about lollipops and umbrellas and Mary Poppins, you guys will think everything's all peachy keen, and then when something goes south, you guys are sitting there going, "Well, I thought everything was about lollipops, umbrellas, and Mary Poppins." And I'm here to tell you, no, it's not. This is real life. You have free will. You can do what you like, and if you don't like something, you don't have to do it. Okay? And this is why I always stress doing your own research. Do your own research. Watch a video, watch 5 videos, go to 3 different websites, study charts, and then make your own decision if you want to get into the position. And when I say things, that's my own opinion based on my research. And you guys know I spend a lot of time doing this stuff. I spend a lot of time reading these charts. That's how come you guys are always like, "Jeff, go to sleep." Because I'm sitting here, yeah, of course I go out and, got to get fresh air and stuff. But after I do that for an hour, I come back and get back into the market, So now with all that being said, I am taking a look at this Bitcoin. And the reason I'm looking at this Bitcoin, well, it's trading well below a penny, okay? But it does have a high market cap, all right? So it's also on an all-time high. If you guys are interested in me talking about Bitcoin and seeing if I take out a position, let me know in the comments. But it does have a very high circulating supply. Although these high circulating supplies are appearing to be more and more valuable than we thought originally, or than was originally thought, because people were saying, don't buy Cardano because it's going to take a lot of money to come into Cardano to move the price from 2 cents to 3 cents. And then Cardano goes up to, 55 cents, and people are like, oh, wow, okay. So, and if you know anything about our channel, you know that we made a video about Cardano back when it was 2 cents. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, look, watch. You can see we made a video about Cardano back on October 25th when it was 2 cents. Buy Cardano coin before Moonshot in 2018. And that was because my assumption is that in 2018 there's a lot of room to grow. So whatever we saw in 2017 should be interesting for Cardano moving forward. And if you take a look at Cardano on the charts, you can see Cardano's at 37 cents, but it's peeled back off an all-time high of 57 cents. So I'm just pointing this out to you guys. There's a lot of volatility here. It is like the Wild West. Everything's going to be okay, but the money's on the sidelines for the holidays. The money is on the sidelines for the holidays, meaning the big money, like Wall Street, like big whales. Like they go to their private islands, they go to their retreats in Aspen, Colorado, they go to their retreats in the Poconos, they go to Canada, they go to who knows where. I mean, where do these people go, right? But the big money is on the sidelines, and you have an opportunity here, like I do, to take advantage of the sea of red. And that sale is continuing here into Christmas. Like Tron, look at this. I mean, Tron just keeps peeling back. To all of those of you who are trying to get into Tron at 6 cents. Some of you were trying to jump into Tron at 6 cents, 7 cents. I'm like, man, no way am I jumping into Tron. I'll buy it on the dip. Well, now Tron's coming into my range. I still haven't even bought my Tron yet, but I'm waiting to see if it peels back, because I'd rather miss a boat than jump onto a boat that's already left the harbor, because then I got to swim out there, and there might be, who knows what's in the water around that, right? I don't know about currents, and I don't even know what's big underneath me. So I'd rather leave the harbor than me try to jump on and chase it down, because that's the risk of it. Another high circulating supply coin, another high market cap, but that's just the way I look at Tron and some of these other situations. And where I get my approach comes from historical data, just looking at the data, also being experienced, being a veteran. And like I said, I bought my first Bitcoin back in 2015, but I really started to get into cryptocurrency trading around this last summer. Okay, so summer of 2017 is when I started to really get into altcoins, and then I started to really dive in September. But I've done stocks. I've been on Scottrade. I've been on Merrill Edge. I've tried Robinhood's app, which is like Robinhood. So maybe that's why I like Robinhood. But just putting this out there for you guys to see this, so you guys can give me some feedback on what you guys think, so that you veterans out there who've been doing this for at least a couple months can help keep the absolute newbies from panic selling, because I know that's what's going on right now. I've even seen it in the comments. Okay, you guys can follow us on Instagram and check this out. Like, let's check out some of these comments. For those wondering where you can grab some red coins at just above a penny, go to Bittrex and Cryptopia. Dude, you are awesome. Max Hodel, this guy's awesome. This guy right here, awesome. Look at this, positive. What wallet do you use to buy cryptos? That's a pretty positive question. I would be extremely interested in a review of ICX. Is RDD actually a good investment? Okay, see this guy, Juan, that's a good question, but you should be researching it and taking a look at the website, the white paper, and doing your own research, because you should not be asking other people that question unless you've already. Well, I guess you can. It's not a bad question to ask, and I don't want to discourage you guys from asking these questions. But what I do want to encourage you to do is do your own research. Okay. 1K, many people are just buying because McAfee just said it was a good coin. I'd buy in as well, but would it keep? Okay, so it's he's not. It's a newbie question, and it's okay. But I would say, you know, his concerns probably mean that he should probably stay away from buying it. If he's got those feelings about it, then stay away from buying it. McAfee's pump game is still strong. I might have to start watching for his tweets. I told you guys, get on Twitter and follow us, follow John McAfee, follow Michael Novogratz, follow Vitalik, follow Charlie Lee. Can you explain how taxes work with crypto? I have to talk to the tax person myself. I'm not a tax attorney. Money X is having a pre-ICO tomorrow. Okay. Jeff, can you give your opinion on Dubai Coin? Dubai Coin, I checked it out. I wasn't that impressed, but if it becomes popular with the Middle East and Dubai oil, what are they called? Sultans or sheiks. If Dubai sheiks start getting on it, I'd have to hope that I was in on some of that Dubai coin. Let's take a look at Dubai coin. See, so there's a lot of positive questions coming in there on our Instagram. Let's take a look at it. Okay. Low circulating supply. It's definitely off an all-time high. Low market cap, very low market cap. I need to know who the team is here. Like, where's the team? This just looks like a website. Like, they've just put together, oh, here we go. We have a team. All right. The fact that they have a team here, all right, I like this a lot more now that I can see that they have a team. I'm going to have to look into Dubai Coin and get back to you. So who asked that question? Whoever asked that question, thank you for asking that question. I apologize. Burhi, you the man, you the girl, I don't know, Burhi. Okay. Would you rather buy BTC or BCH in a dip? Great question. That is a fantastic question, I think. Man, see, I guess there's a lot of positive questions on the Instagram. You guys are awesome on Instagram. Would I rather buy, which one would I rather buy? Probably Ethereum right now. I understand that Bitcoin Cash could potentially take Bitcoin. Bitcoin's got a lot of problems with it. Like 3 million Bitcoin are missing, and never to be recovered ever again. It's got, so with the fact that it has that, it's got an environmental impact that's just atrocious. It's got, the Winklevoss twins own 1% of the Bitcoins, which is making it highly centralized. I mean, Bitcoin is faltering, but then again, I think when the big money comes in, the whales come in, they're going to go to this. And I think this is going to stay. So I would say maybe try to get some. I like this one because it's a great utility for exchanges. You can transfer it for way less fees. The fees here are just out of control. This one has way less fees also, but there's no exchanges for this. Like, where's the exchanges for this? But if you've been watching my videos for a while, I said try to get one of these and try to get one of these at least, because then it's like having two good running backs on your team. Anyways, guys, this is Jeff with Altcoin Buzz. You can subscribe if you're new here, and if you've been subscribed, you can hit the notification bar. I apologize if I was a little bit tough on you in this video, but then again, what I'm trying to do is keep you guys in check. That's why I told you the story about the 49ers and saying, like, the people who went west to go mine gold in Sutter's Mill were pioneers. That's where the term pioneer comes from. You guys are pioneering here, okay? Whether you're involved in the tech or as an investor, you're still a pioneer. And with the pioneer comes the high risk, high reward. See you guys later.